Fur, Niu, Altum, An, Urdi, Fjarru.
This is the great Viking Age mystery. For 150 years, scholars have tried to figure out exactly what this inscription means. All Viking runestones are memorials. They start off the same way: so-and-so erected the stone after so-and-so, their relative. Aft wamod standa runar thar. En warin fadi fadir aft faigan sunu. In summary, this means that the father has erected the runestone after his death-doomed son, the son who was going to die. The key point that we found starts right here, where it tells about somebody who died 9 generations before the stone was erected. That'd be in the 530s. And back then we did have a major climate catastrophe when the sun disappeared, and that's exactly the same that has happened in Norse mythology. That's what they feared, the sun would disappear again. The climate crisis in the 6th century that they refer to here was terrible. There were ash layers from volcanoes in the sky, and it killed off the summer for 3 whole years. And almost half of the population died. The secret to our success is the cooperation between 4 disciplines, 2 of us here in Uppsala, and 1 in Gothenburg and 1 in Stockholm.
Ja, det står någonstans att det är 3 vinterråd utan sommar emellan. You need to be retired to get time to do this. It's very simple. It's just so fun. It's fascinating.
The Rök runestone is incredibly difficult to solve, to interpret, because first of all, they don't have any spaces between words. And they only had 16 letters to cover many more sounds, using the same rune for several sounds. And third of all, this is 1,200-year-old language from a society that we don't know much about. It's incredibly difficult to interpret. The reaction to our work has been tremendous. Of course, the timing of our article with the current climate debate is fortuitous for us. It was not our intention, but of course, when we realized that this was where we're heading, we knew that this would really take off. We hope that the findings of this stone will mean that people get a different picture of what the Vikings really were, not just raiders and wars at sea, but also people who stayed home farming their farms, fearful of what might happen to their life. What they feared, a climate catastrophe, they could not avoid, but we can avoid the climate catastrophe we have today.